Bill, Tracy, we're all here anxious to see what it's going to look like for Zion Williamson. I know if you haven't seen him across the country this year, wait till you see this tonight.
Yeah, this young fella has captivated all of college basketball because of that right there, his stellar play. He's got a great feel, plays hard, a fantastic player who's been at his best as of late since he came back from injury.
Well, you know, Grant, who better than to turn to our coach for a way to stop him? How do you do it?
You've heard about my defensive schemes as a coach. Certainly, I think you got to pack it in, no question. And force Duke to make threes. I think that's the only thing you could. This kid is one of those decade performers.
All right, here are the lineups for tonight. North Dakota State, the Bison, out of Fargo, the Summit League tournament champs, defeated Omaha in their tournament final, and that got them a date in Dayton against North Carolina Central. A win on Wednesday night for the Bison brought them here, and here we go. It's Williamson who controls it to Jones, and Bill, over to you.
All right, Jimmy Grant. The Bisons go a little. And they will mix it up, I think, too.
Here's Williamson hitting his first shot as he takes on two members of the Bison defense.
And he didn't waste much time at all. Very efficient, attacking the interior.
Right. Tyson Ward with the matchup. He's going to keep him moving. That's another thing you have to do. I think keep him active. Griesel, kid who drives pretty good. Look at this. Is that a good start?
Get that out of here. Woo. Well, that's pretty good first 34 seconds in NCAA tournament play.
As you noted, this is his home area. And why not show them all what you can do and what you're missing in this state? Greg Martin's home crying someplace.
I'm not sure they've seen that in the Summit League.
Here's a three-point shot. Tapped around and Barrett controls it. That's Cruiser who took the long-range three. Duke moves it quickly. Over to Reddish.
You just got to hope they're missing, Jim.
Ward races up ahead.
Interesting right now, Zion Williamson on Tyson Ward as he makes a nice pass. But Ward, a perimeter player who likes to post up and play down low, putting Zion Williamson on him to try to negate his quickness down low.
There he goes again. No foul. He lost it on the way up. Ward driving. From behind, it's Jones who knocks it out of his hand. Stays here.
The great thing about this kid, he's positionless, and that's what's amazing. He doesn't complete this deal, but the ability to use either hand, crossover, handles it like a little guy, and some strength.
There's Shahid, who had a good look the last trip down the floor.
They got to stay in touch, play with confidence, get an open look, convert it.
Shahid.
Nice cut.
Bounce pass. Cruiser, jam, Shahid, top of the key, rainbow three, and the Bison take the lead.
A little kiss on that one? Goodness.
Nice possession, penetration, finding the open shooter, and the Bisons are very capable from downtown. A very good three-point shooting team.
There's Barrett. And a three of his own.
Everybody talks about Zion. That kid is a keeper, too. Somebody, playmaker, scorer.
Shahid gets the separation and hits another three.
How about that? Got the matchup he wanted. Laurier unable to close out on him.
How about a three?
You'll settle for that if you're guarding him, right, Grant?
I'd like to see Zion down low. I'll settle with him taking and making threes.
It's been really one of the only bad marks on the whole season report card for Duke. Three-point shooting. Not even in the top 300 in the country.
Yeah, but they can beat you with twos. Nice cut again. A good look.
And that is a fine shot by Griesel.
And because the shooting of the Bisons is so good, they spread you out. So if you just stay patient, move the defense, you'll find great opportunities. And Zion Williamson got beat on the backdoor cut on that last play.
Duke does a great job going side to side as well.
Back out to Williamson. He's off the floor with it.
They got a hold. Severson on the floor, maybe.
Like they call it on Samuelson.
And Williamson right here just lost connection there. Nice back cut by Griesel. And Beautiful touch there inside. And then obviously trying to make the extra play, and Zion might have got bumped in the head right there, but this is where I think Duke has the advantage, going inside.
There's a three-point shot. You may have noticed that back in action is Marquise Bolden for Duke after missing 3 games with a knee sprain. There he is, number 20, defending.
Big addition, too, where they are closing out. They know these kids can ring the bell from deep. He can, too, Tyson.
And there he is, Bolden, snagging that rebound.
To Grant's point, getting inside, I think they could really do a job. They miss their drive, and how about the help?
Oh, what a block inside there.
Cruiser.
Great reaction.
Samuelson can shoot it. Pace really going now. Going to speed up rate as Jones is off the mark.
That's the one shortcoming he has. A terrific mid-game ring and finish. The depth, a little difficult at times. Great defender as well.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah. Maybe the best on-ball defender in all of college basketball, Trey Jones.
Look at this match here. Speed.
Shaheed.
The blow-by. Vinny.
Barrett, though, up ahead.
These kids,
the rim.
They are getting back. Maybe the tempo favors Duke, but this team loves to get it up and down as well.
Shaheed right here, the heart and soul of this ball club, coming out with confidence early on.
He is the leader. Came there in the summer, all of a sudden he's the captain.
Ward, turnaround. Tough shot with Williamson trying to hold him off.
And Jim, his footwork in the low post is unreal. Patient, a lefty, confident. Felt Williamson spun on him, and great finish with contact.
A 9-0 run.
Well, that's right up the rally, though. Pack it in a little bit. See if they nice run out here. I don't think they needed it, though.
Nice recovery there.
We go to the first break. And yes, indeed, North Dakota State leads it 12-5. 12-5, Bison. After the first break, let's go to Tracy.
Well, thanks a lot, Jim. One reason the Bison wanted to get to this big stage was to be able to honor 11-year-old Landon Solberg. Landon was diagnosed with brain cancer last year, and head coach Dave Richmond wearing today a Landon's light shirt under his jacket, telling us he hopes to bring awareness, but also to provide Landon with a smile. Landon is watching with his friends today, and you can bet, guys, right now with this start, he's got to be smiling. Jim?
Absolutely, Landon. Look at all the folks that are thinking of you.
A wonderful story. David Richmond, a class act, too. Great to chat with.
And his wife and his daughters today is Zion. Nice little high-low action pass from Bolden.
That guy can coach, by the way. Who's the Duke coach? I forgot his name.
Yeah. We'll get to him later.
I mean, a timeout, coming out with exactly what they do to beat people. Get the big guy down on that box.
First basket in 3.5 minutes for Duke.
Zion's got a tough matchup, too. Now they're bringing him away from the basket with Samuelson.
Tyree Edey on the floor for the Bison. Jumper well off the mark. There's Edey with the putback.
How about that? The ability around the rim. Good low post player, too, Go.
That was Goo. Dang Goo with the inside. It's Bolden.
And that's the advantage for Duke all day here. Taking advantage. Be patient, find the big guys inside, and Bolden, nice footwork and finish.
A big thing, I would like to see a little ball screen up top here because Duke had to handle that real well, that middle ball screen. The other thing I think they can get are runouts, as North Carolina did. Of course, Carolina does really get up and down better than most teams.
This Shaheed doubled up near midcourt. Trying to save it. Barrett comes away with it. Falls to the floor.
A little giveaway. Griesel there. One way of stopping that fast break.
I'll tell you what a fantastic hard show there by Bolden. The big fella with the bad knee getting out, forcing the turnover. And this is where Duke, and particularly R.J. Barrett, so dangerous in the open court. And I think Barrett might have turned his ankle.
Ooh, he stepped on Griesel's foot.
Yeah.
How about that when hopefully he is okay. Up and at him.
Okay, here's the inbounds by Jones to Williamson. No stopping that.
No, the lob just outmatched.
Right over Edie.
Yeah, giving up a lot of inches. But how about that 2 post-ups, Jim, and then a half-court trap on the ball screen?
Where Coach K might have said that. Get inside here. Take advantage of your strength and size.
Who can do some things that damage at the rim. Yeah, this is this. Just look at these 2 bigs in it. A little bit of a settle.
Yeah, that was Hunter. Right back to him.
Shot clock was reset. I don't think the ball hit the rim on that last shot. And you took.
Bo Borowski noticed that. He comes over to the table, working the game with Chris Beaver and Patrick Evans. It did not hit the rim, it appeared.
Yeah.
And you were right on it there, Grant. It was down to about 5.
And you called it best, Raph. Hunter had the mismatch, Bolden on him, settled for a contested 3. I like when guards attack and drive right there in that situation.
It causes help, right?
It does.
You can find somebody. It's amazing with those things Duke can do this year defensively that I don't think they did last year. Would you agree?
Oh, I agree 100%. Last year we saw them in the Sweet 16 and Elite 8 playing zone most of the season last year, which is unheard of for a Coach K team. But these guys, we have a lot of interchangeable parts, and they've become an elite defensive team. Starts off with Trey Jones guarding the ball.
There's the success he's had at that program with the Olympic team, just extraordinary.
And there is Dave Richmond, second time taking NDSU to the NCAA tournament. It's the 4th NCAA tournament overall for the school. That includes 1 win in the tournament for the program. It was back in 2014, defeated Oklahoma in overtime. Bison were 12 over a 5 on that occasion. That's Ward just in time, and it was also unable to find the rim. Shot clock violation. First round coverage of the NCAA Division I Women's Basketball Championship continues on ESPN2 and the ESPN app. And for more information on game times and listings, go to NCAA.com.
More of a driving, kicking team right now. Duke without the big guys up front.
Barrett misses the short one. And Ward goes right out, whips around the pass, go off his hands.
Tough. Bison in too much of a hurry there.
4th turnover on the Bison.
And we know Duke, the #1 seed, but we have to factor in that 4 freshmen starting. First time on this stage. Wonder if they might be a little bit nervous coming out here from the start.
To Delarier.
They got to walk.
And Raph, it looked right here. We saw Barrett earlier sprained his ankle. Looks like he's grimacing a little bit, trying to get back on defense. You wonder if that ankle's starting to give him some problems.
He was definitely laboring there.
Yeah. He's running like Howard one right now.
Well, you got the locked ankles. There's an excuse for that.
It's locked, all right.
Stays on the floor, though.
I'll tell you, defense has been impressive. Really suffocating, denying. They open up to the ball on back cuts, too. In the old days, Mike stayed closed, if you remember, and then open.
On the drive, coming up short.
Numbers.
Hunter. Yeah, Duke's got the numbers down the middle. Barrett.
Nice entry.
Barrett inside, got tangled with Hunter. 11 and a half to go. And it's still North Dakota State on top of #1 Duke. 14-11. The 16 over the 1 at the moment. And now let's check out Journey Through the Tourney, presented by Marriott Bonvoy. And the journey for the Bison. They watched the selection show at their arena at home in Fargo. Then they flew to 800 miles to Dayton, played Wednesday night, won the game, had a great closing stretch to win that 17-8 to close it out, and then made their way here Wednesday night into Thursday morning.
2 in the morning, and that's the thanks you get. You got Duke to play.
Watch live games on your phone, tablet, computer, or favorite streaming device with NCAA March Madness Live. And watch now at ncaa.com/March Madness or download the app today. Ball tapped around, back out to Hunter.
Like that Greasel pick and pop. He's so skilled, can shoot it from downtown. Pass, dribble. But Duke known for switching on those.
Nice cut.
Look at that. Backdoor to go, and they find Cruiser from Samuelson.
And they have nobody in the middle. That's why that works for them effectively. There's that little horn set, little screen.
North Dakota State, they pack in that man-to-man. They read the scouting report. Make Duke beat you from downtown. But
How about that little pirouette?
Yeah, Reddish slashing to the hole. He'll shoot 2. And how about this pass?
And taking advantage of that denial on the high side. Got a little too deep on the floor. Bang, step and go. Pretty. Big time finish.
Samuelson, though, with the second foul at the other end.
yeah, right on that last play, the weak side has to be engaged on that backdoor cut. No one came over to help for an easy dunk by Cruiser.
Shaheed back on the floor. He has 8 of the 16 for North Dakota State.
This is what I think they can do great. They can really rag you. Everybody down in the stance, aggressive. Look at this pursuit. A little grab, had to do it.
Shaheed had to. Ball was taken away from him. Reddish was about to take off.
And what's impressive with Duke is the length on the perimeter. Cam Reddish making a nice little steal attempt, and obviously getting the foul on Shaheed. But the length of Duke's perimeter, and guys can switch.
They're going to look at this, guys, and see if there's a little hook and hold.
I think you're right. It might be a hook and hold on that play.
But I think there's just going to be a little piece of the wrist, but where do you see the hook and hold? Oh, just a hole. I mean, that's just a basketball play. Have you ever been on the subway in New York?
Yes.
I mean, you know, more things violent happen there.
All right, Gene's territory. What are they going to call this, you think? What does it look like to you?
That doesn't look like enough for a breakaway. Duke doesn't really have possession yet of that. I think they're just going to call that a normal common foul.
Okay. It is a common foul. That's the call. It's the 5th on the Bison. Duke has not been whistled for a foul yet.
Common foul. There's no flagrant act on that play.
Okay, Bo. You know, I think Bo's auditioning for on-air work. He's falling in love with us.
Does he want Gene's job? Are you saying?
Not available.
That's right.
Gene's the
You
best.
know, he's a pretty good friend of mine, and we talk frequently. I think you're right, Ralph. I think he is trying to audition a little bit right now.
I like him better in a striped shirt, not a suit and tie, to be honest with you.
I agree.
You know, Mike Hunger's had on defense, beginning of his career at Army, of course, and they're back a little bit like that again, I think.
Yeah, I was actually surprised last year that they couldn't figure it out and played a lot of zone. I was shocked, but this team right here is back to those old ways, and that's in part why they're the #1 seed overall.
Oh, Bolton. A little unlucky with that one. Halfway down and out.
Nice little dump down. He presented himself.
NDSU out rebounding Duke +9 so far. A little surprising there, to say the least. Hunter.
They'll attack the mismatch.
There's that length you talked about, Grant. No easy passes, a lot of deflections.
Chris Quayle on the floor now for the Bison, number 13.
He shoot it.
And that is Cruiser, and there is Quayle trying to tap it, but Duke controls. Jones.
This is where he's good, I think. That game right there, that's his game. Whew. Get those puppies organized and drill it. Don't get too deep. Great decision.
First shot from the floor in 3+ minutes for the Blue Devils, who've tied it at 16.
Really forcing you into basketball plays right now. A gamble should open something up. Look at this coverage. Talk about weak side now.
Over to Hunter, who is not gun shy.
Perfect trap.
Shaheed, 2 to shoot. Hunter has to put it up. Not in time.
And look at that Duke bench. That's what it's all about. Force into mistakes. David Richmond, I'm sure he's seen good defense, but boy, there's some heat on this one. Even the extra pass, you would pay for it. simplicity of their offense, Grant. That's what I think is so easy to play. Of course, the talent's extraordinary with Duke. Nice.
There's
Boy, the janitor better stay ready with extra rim. This kid just brings it all.
Right now for the Bison, just
tightened it up on it, right?
I know they got to maintain the execution here, getting away from it. Too much of this right here, one-on-one.
Shaheed tapped out. Reddish.
Another commodity they have. They can rebound and go.
Barrett, pretty. Off the rim.
They're so good at getting back to that left hand, unable to finish.
Gonna get a chance here if they hurry now. Good recovery.
Cruiser in on Bolden.
But just great individual defense. Sort of Bison it one way.
Hunter puts it up. All air. Bison over 3 minutes without a basket.
Boy, suffocating right now. Ooh. Goodness. I remember you in your heyday. Could you bring it with this a vengeance? Leave the chandeliers, big fella. Boy, that is strong. Can you relate?
And now AT&T takes us above the rim.
And Jim, when you put the two best players on the same side of the floor, two-man game, and you have a guy like Zion, that kind of explosiveness, you got to just get out of the way of your defense. So explosive, amazing. It's like a defensive lineman that jumps like Vince Carter.
It's unbelievable. Huge, agile.
6'7", 285, 18 years old.
Not just a great athlete, though. Has great instincts, a great feel. He's a great basketball player.
Here he is again. Driving in.
Nice little switch in the defense, too. A little bit of a zone look.
Nice contest there by Cruiser.
Well, these kids play with confidence. This is the end that they're struggling.
Cruiser with a block already in this game of Reddish, too. That was quite remarkable.
There's the ball screen. Let's see how they handle it. Left a little too early, I thought.
Shaheed. Right back to him with 8 to shoot. Everything contested. That's off of Barrett, but only 4 seconds on the shot clock.
And they're talking about Jones' ability to guard. Just saw it right there.
After this game, Shaheed's going to know what kind of deodorant he has on. He is all in him all game.
Blocked by Bolden.
Well, they are wired in on this end. Straight up, man. Stepped out
On the line, Barrett. And back into the game comes Goo.
That little left toe, I guess, got it at the end.
Well, you know Barrett, he's going to drive left. That's the scouting report.
Got to jump on that arm.
Look at Trey Jones here pressuring the ball.
He is right in there. Goodness.
And Goo says, I'll take it.
Nothing around the rim either. No post-up game.
Watch out. Head of steam going. Outside first foul on the Bison.
Well, the Bison run some things at the other end. A little double screen once in a while. They haven't done any of that. It's all been individual because they're locked in Duke defensively.
Duke is taking them out of everything on the offensive end, as you said. So too much one-on-one basketball.
And goal wire on the floor.
That last foul on Horn. Second action of the game for goal wire. Here he is.
Played pretty good defense on Buddy Boeheim. How about that, Jimmy's boy?
Jones' pass got away from him.
Thought Jones maybe had the alley-oop there for Bolden. A little miscommunication there. Coach K.
How about him all these years? I mean, still as intense.
Can't believe it.
It's just amazing. Energy levels amazing.
North Dakota State has gone 5 minutes without scoring and is only down 2. It's been an 11-2 stretch for Duke. Not a whole lot of scoring here by anybody for a while.
He fumbled it. I don't think he dribbled it.
North Dakota State just all out of sorts on the offensive end. I think you might be right, Raph.
Yeah, that's a fumble. He can go.
It's a live dribble. You're right.
Trying to load him up on the box.
They are packing it in.
Look at this. It just can't.
Doesn't matter.
How about big to big? Was that a little? Oh, great touch on the pass.
That combo's worked out twice now.
Holden, impressive high-low passer there.
Yeah, he's a good player. Everybody talks about pros. That kid's going to have a career, too, don't you think?
I agree.
He's got a guard out here, too. This is a tough match for him.
Here's Horn. Long shot, short.
Why not drive a guy like that? Look at Bolden run the floor, set up low, drag the defense. Oh,
the speed of the basket.
Good call.
Offensive. Horn holding his ground. That's the first foul of the game on Duke.
Got to be impressed there, Jim. Jordan Horn, stepping up, taking the charge. Might have been sliding his feet a little bit right.
He was. Mike not lying. Mike looked up. He's out talking about it.
You know, Coach K knows a thing or two about taking charges.
I think the shoulder a little bit. Mike just said, no way.
No way. Twice. 7 turnovers committed by the Bison. 7 field goals made. It's been a while. Again, coming up on 6 minutes, 15 seconds.
He can elevate now. O'Wire with the hand. The cylinder violation here. Jim's violated our cylinder all weekend.
Sorry about that. You have to be a close-range talker here with this setup here.
Exactly. Get to know one another.
Ward buys time, bounces it off of Williamson.
Love to see over this guy. You can't hurt him. Nice pass. Fell asleep for the first time.
Yeah, they beat him this time with Shaheed taking him from Ward. And they finally break that drought of 6:20.
Zion's got to do a better job forcing it to the corner. Look at his hustle.
And it's Zion who saves it. Reddish on the wing. Step up 2. Rattles out. And so that's going back to the Bison.
It is one of those plays you got to be over here so that pass can't happen. And not good communication.
And Barrett was all turned around too.
Yeah.
See, ball you man.
Look at the help. Great reaction, huh?
As great as they're playing, though, on that defensive end, it's still just a 2-point lead here.
Yeah.
The 16 seed hanging in there.
They're missing some shots they normally make, too, Duke, at the other end.
Both teams right now shooting under 40%.
They do a little zone on the inbounds and try and recover.
And that was a 3-point attempt for the lead back by Horn.
Barrett, big. Pick it up.
There's Barrett. And Goo does a good job of boxing out.
And give the Bison some credit. They are hacking it in, making Duke shoot from the perimeter.
Well, that was an opportunity. You got to take it.
Sound like a score.
Off the glass to tie it at 20. Jordan Horn.
They're hanging tough, aren't they? He's known for his threes, but boy, good penetration.
20-20 with 3:20 to go in the first half.
Single double and a nice post up. There's some power. They just have to go to that, don't you think, Grant?
I agree.
It's there if they want it, isn't it?
Turn their bigs, post up, and go to work.
Ward now driving it. Oh, what a shot.
There's another kid. You got to jump on that left hand. He plays with a lot of confidence.
He's the emotional leader of this team, the junior from Tampa.
Duke going to their 2-set. Just a lot of floppy curl. Dump it inside.
Tampa around, couple times. Barrett, easy put back.
That's it. Chase it with that size and length. But Jones, he knows the waistband size. He's so close you can tell what he had for dinner.
Shahid, and count it! With a chance to go to the line for the lead.
And give him some credit, Shahid, the heart and soul for the Bison. Keeping his team in it, getting to the rim, drawing the foul, and one.
Back in Columbia, these teams combined 3 out of 20 from 3, and we're going to have the Bison at the line to take the lead. Let's talk about Zion Williamson so far in this game. 10 points.
Call him Zion or Zion, but whatever you call him, you better call him good. And he's doing it all. Offense, defense, the intensity, the competitiveness inside of him. He just has it all. I love his hustle, his effort, and of course, the best dunker in all of college basketball. Not much going on from Duke right now, but Zion Williamson having an impact.
Big Z, maybe.
Big Z. There you go.
I just love his attitude out there, too. Great personality on the floor. But Mike's got them playing excellent. They're just not finishing at the other end of the rim.
Shahid, the junior from Minneapolis, the Final Four city this year, gives the Bison the lead at 25-24. Conference newcomer of the year is having a fine game with 13 of the 25 for the Bison.
Look for some power game right now. There's the lock low, looking for the ball to go to the top for the high-low.
The Bison are just going to dare Duke to shoot from outside, really packing it in.
They got a block on the baseline. Boy, they're fronting Williamson down below, and he's working hard to get free.
Coming up, AT&T at the half. Scores and highlights of the latest NCAA tournament news. It's all coming up on AT&T at the half. We're going to have a one-on-one at the line for Reddish.
And Jim, this is key right now, the next 2 minutes, I think. Duke will turn it up a little bit, be more aggressive on the defensive end, and use the power game.
And Raph, this is the guy right here who I feel is the X factor for Duke. Obviously in this game here today, but if they were to advance and move forward, so much talent. Been up and down a bit at times throughout the season. It needs to play big here in this tournament run for Duke.
2 free throws, put the Blue Devils back by 1.
Got a great stroke, Grant.
Oh, effortless.
It's unlimited range. He's more of an inside guy. See him slip and get to the box. Nice hands. Off his leg, too. Ward looking for help. Pleads innocence.
Great anticipation there by Reddish.
And I don't know if it did hit him.
Couldn't tell from that angle.
You call it the floppy. A little post up and one out. Finish with a palm.
R.J. Barrett. And the Blue Devils at 28-25 and a push-off on Jones.
It's a simple play, 2 up. We ran that back in the early 90s. Cross screen and attack and drive. Barrett, so good at getting to the basket, showing some emotion right there.
Are you suggesting that Mike Krzyzewski's not innovative? Back in the
well, if it ain't
still around, same play, same old thing.
It's just with better players.
Yeah, exactly. Only 14 fouls on the Blue Devils with 90 seconds to go before the intermission.
Duke's thinking stop and churning it up. Got to get a good one. He's going right.
Ward goes outside with it. Riesel stuck for a moment. Ward, tough shot. They missed their last 10 from 3, the Bison.
Duke's like we get 2 more opportunities plus this one.
Goldwater.
Wow, how about that?
That is huge.
With confidence, huh? Giving him more and more minutes.
Coming into this game, he was 1 for 20 from the three-point line, but stepped up and shot that with confidence.
Just after coming out at last break, and Shahid hit the free throw to put the Bison up by a point. A 7-0 run by Duke. Shahid, drive up. That's going to count.
Well, that kid is tough, huh? You talked about his leadership qualities. He's explosive, too, isn't he?
That was a blow-by right there. Jordan Goldwire, known for his defense. Shahid able to get right to the basket.
David Richards got to feel pretty good about hanging in here with his club. It's just another Tim Miles Taught him how to smile and win.
Yeah. Might as well be mine. We got him completely covered because he's you don't want to take your eye off of him too long. But 39.7 seconds to go.
And Jim, rightfully so. He's a treasure, and unfortunately, we'll see him in that next level. But relish it while you can.
On a 9-second differential on the game clock.
Little 1-3-1 here. Be careful of the offensive rebound. Quickly against this front line.
You got to attack this 1-3-1 with the dribble or with the shot.
It was offensive. There was a foul there by Bolden. Got away with it.
Bolden just threw Shaheed to the floor.
Yeah.
Now the Bison can take the last shot. They can make this thing really close at halftime.
Plenty of fouls to give, though.
Yeah, that's the 5th one on Duke.
Yeah, that was well designed.
Be aggressive defensively like Goldwire. A few more fouls.
7.9 seconds to go in the half.
Going to give it again, I think.
Yep.
Good. Shaheed with 2. Gets the shot away.
Good knock call, too.
Appears to be in some pain on the floor. That could have brought it to within 1. He hit 6 out of 10 from the field in that half, did Shaheed, leading all scorers in the game with 15. And let's hear from Coach K. Over to you, Tracy.
Coach, your defense was locked in that first half, but what do you attribute the slow offensive start to?
Well, we just took jump shots at the start of the game. They're out rebounding us. I think we thought we could come in and shoot and win. They're very good, really well coached. They took advantage, took control of the game, and now we've had to fight back. And we dug ourselves a hole against a real good team.
Appreciate the time. Thanks a lot, Jim.
All right, Coach K's been a little under the weather. He's almost lost his voice. It's the end of the first half. Duke leads it by 4. We'll send you to AT&T at the half after these messages. And you're watching the NCAA Men's Basketball Championship.
He tweaked his ankle at the end of that first half. Head coach Dave Richmond told me he's okay. He came out, he did some shooting during pregame warmups, but then he was stretching it, so it's certainly something to watch. And as for Richmond, he said expect in the second half more packing it in to try and force Duke into those threes. Jim?
Well, Shaheed right there, transfer from Western Nebraska Community College. That was some first half performance by him, hitting 6 out of 10 from the field.
A lifetime of memories, huh?
Ooh. Maybe more to be made.
A little bump here, nice turn of the corner.
Tough shot. Delorier was all over him, defended it perfectly. To the corner, Reddish. Strong rebound there by Cruiser, but Duke all over him.
Nice catch by Ward. That was a tough one. Nice cut here.
Griesel underneath, got stuck.
He's pretty good in there, but he lost his dribble. They got a 3-second violation? No. On the cut, they got a foul.
And look who's coming. Taco Fall for the UCF Knights.
How did you know it was him without the number?
And it is hard to tell.
Yeah.
You know, 7'6" reasons worth of. There's something to say. Tallest player in college basketball. Tallest player in basketball here in the States between the NBA and college ranks.
And one of the 40 tallest people in the world,
So
I'm told.
they say.
How can they prove that?
I know, it's just, well, you pay attention to the notes.
How about this? Go prove me wrong.
This is what they got to do. Just, they want to get this game over with. Just go to the big fella. Let him loom large.
Powered that one, didn't he?
Unbelievable. You know, Grant, you had a great point about the youth of these kids and a week off.
Yeah, these first of all, what a fantastic move. But Bill, you said it best. Look, they've been off for an entire week since they played in the conference finals. And I had a chance to sit down with Zion and RJ yesterday. And what you realize, as great as they are as ball players, they're just kids.
Yeah, look at this.
Oh, man, almost like he did it on purpose.
He wants to show the home folks.
Raise the front of the rim and takes off for a thunder dunk.
Most kids can't do that, Bill.
No, I guess not.
Cruiser.
And they're getting nothing in that lane. Nice kick. And at the rim, Reddish. Plenty of people at the rim, so that's a good take.
Right now, Duke in transition, converting off of missed opportunities, but Reddish knocking down a three. That's big for the Blue Devils.
Double-digit lead now for Duke.
Jefferson on the floor. He has not been able with the fouls to do much at all. He can elevate now.
Lost the ball.
Look at the speed of this kid. Look at that.
Behind the back. Into the hole for two.
Woo! Quick timeout. That is impressive.
Out-chased it. A guard went behind the back and took it to the basket.
What do you think, big fella?
He is very special right there. Almost fell down. Concentration to finish. Zion Williamson putting on a show for his hometown here. Wow. Fantastic. I'm just impressed though how hard he plays.
Yep, every trip.
Every trip.
Ooh. Full court pressure here.
Bounce pass down. Oh, what a block.
New in
Right
the game.
back out to Shaheed, trying to squeeze it in. And Quayle unable to grab hold of it. Here comes Duke. On a spurt.
Nice
Far
use.
corner. Jones with a three. Rebound. Out to Quayle.
Collective speed of these Blue Devils. Impressive.
Shot, but it goes again at Shaheed.
He's a gamer.
He is.
He's not banging it off at all. He just needs some support.
Now with 18 of their 30, the first points of the second half for the Bison. They had missed their last 11 threes before that one. And Reddish.
And he's too talented, Bill. He is so talented. Shoots
So
the ball.
much out there, though, Grant. Look at Jones move those puppies. And then he gets help. Just want to contain a couple of dribbles against these quick guys.
Oh, that's Reddish.
Wow.
Reddish relishing. Oh, he's got a little gippy coming down, too. Yeah, I think he might have hurt himself there when he landed.
Might have landed on Delorier's foot there, but what fantastic block. Great help side. Reddish getting it going here a little bit on the offensive end in the second half.
He's ambling on that sideline.
Doesn't go for Cruiser.
I like the take, though. Go at them a little bit.
NDSU only 1 out of 7 from the field in this half. Is Williamson floats in the air, count the basket.
Well, you got to make him turn at least once, but that's the smooth use of the bounce. He possesses so much in his arsenal. Little pump fake, gets everybody to bite, and then get out of the way. Put the china in the closet.
I mean, I think guarding him, it's like the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. You know what he's going to do. You just can't stop it and get in front of him. But his ability to avoid the charge, his agility at his size, his explosiveness. Wow.
The ACC Player of the Year.
Now, you play this kid, you better have dental insurance.
Yeah, no kidding. You want to get out of the way, don't you?
Yeah.
Comes after you. Raised 90 minutes away in Spartanburg, South Carolina. It's going to go to the Bison.
And I think right now, Duke and Coach K a little upset, thought maybe a foul on that block out by Cruiser, blocking out Bolden.
Well, we talk about Duke and their defense, their ability to perform. This guy's a gamer on the sideline, too. He's not in the best of health.
He's not, but he's out here willing his team, helping.
Got away from him. Jones makes the steal.
Barrett trying to do a little post-up, too. They didn't look at him.
And that's going to be Shaheed on the hole. As Edey is about to check back in for the Bison. Coach Dave Richmond. The first 4 minutes of the second half. Duke runs it up to a 14-point lead.
Went to Butler Cabin, saw Mr. Nance.
We missed you, Bill.
I didn't get there next year.
Saw Taco and his teammates from UCF taking a little bit of action here before they take the floor against VCU later tonight. That's a three, and it goes. That's Barrett.
There's been so much talk about Zion this season, and rightfully so, but R.J. Barrett has been so solid. He's played 87% of Duke's minutes this year and just been so consistent. Obviously overshadowed by the greatness of Zion, but a great one himself.
Look at him jump the passing lane. Good coverage.
Samuelson shut off by Williamson.
Look how active he is.
Double team, got the pass away. Another good pass. Little jumper baseline goes. That's Edey.
Nice heads-up play. A lot of poise on that trip with the overzealous defense of Duke.
Just the second basket of the second half for the Bison.
And Barrett with the post-up. He's good inside too, Grant.
Show a little outside game, yes.
What do you want, Coach?
Zion with the three right in front of the coach.
Oh, he bounces around out there. Agility is incredible.
He's got 21, but 11 of them coming in the first 5 minutes of the second half. Cruiser. Unable to hit it.
Great look, too.
Barrett got it back. Goes up with it. No. Cruiser hanging in there, and the Bison clear.
I love the way these kids are competing, though. They're taking some shots, and yet still hanging tough. He pushed off a little bit. Yeah, he did.
And it is offensive. Tracy, over to you.
Well, you see Cam Reddish is about to go back in, but he still seems to be a little bit bothered by that left leg. He was on the bench wincing, rubbing his calf, and during that timeout, the athletic trainer came over, used a roller on it, gave him some electrolytes. Could be cramping. I was told, though, he's okay, and as you see, he's back in there now.
Hey, walking around and getting ready to handle things in the corner here for the Blue Devils.
When he gets a touch, he'll be all ready. Nice entry. Goodness. He can wear out a net in one game.
Boy, that was with so much force and so fast, it was a blur. I'm sure high-speed cameras can pick that one up. That's going to be a little push-off.
You've all heard this, faster than a speeding bullet.
Yes.
How about this? There's no S on the shirt. There may be one day, though. Bang! Look at this. With authority.
You know, Raph, we always compare players, and there's really nobody quite like him, but his ability around the basket reminds me of Shaquille back in the day. Just
Watch out here. Barrett.
Oh! Little showtime right now. All stimulated by defense, Jim.
That's interesting take, Grant.
but just someone that you don't even want to be near when he's at the basket.
Yeah.
Just so explosive. I haven't seen anything like it. I remember I was in awe of Shaquille O'Neal. And obviously he was 7 foot, but I love this play right here. Barrett gets out. Look at who's celebrating his play. Zion's trailing. Look at that. That's pretty explosive right there himself.
Got to watch your head.
But what I loved on that play, Williamson celebrating Barrett and his great dunk there on that play.
They are roommates. Of course, Barrett's father, Rowan, was the vice president of the Canada national team and played in the NCAA tournament for St. John's back in the mid-90s, 92 through 96. R.J. Barrett played for Louis.
Yeah, Luigi.
There he is.
Everything's breaking down now.
R.J. Barrett's godfather, Mr. Steve Nash.
That's a
About
pretty good
that.
pedigree there.
Yeah. Hall of Famer.
You had a few years with him, too. Set you up.
Mr. Canada himself.
How about the players that are coming out of Canada here for the last time? They're just growing in the last 10 years. Sensational talent.
You know who started all that? He's forgotten. Jack Donahue. who was Lou Alcindor's high school coach.
And was a national team coach.
Exactly.
Yep.
And he went up to Holy Cross and then left there, and they got involved, and the rest is history. Guys like Nash, and now
Vince Carter, when he played up there, and the impact.
that's true. Toronto.
Players.
You just think of the Andre Wiggins, the Jamal Murrays. It goes. I mean, I don't hate to start rattling off because you're going to miss some, but I mean, R.J. Barrett, certainly another star player out of the great country of Canada. And here's a little tournament summary. Virginia was down 14 in the first half, goes on to win by 15 over Gardner-Webb. Buffalo ends Arizona State's NCAA tournament after the Sun Devils had won in Dayton in a matchup of 11s against St. John's.
And I guess some of those Buffalo kids Bobby recruited, I'm sure.
Yeah, went against their old
seniors.
coach. Hunter gets the second one. Different story in the second half of this one.
A little front by Goot.
Duke shooting 73% in the second half. No look pass. Ed Delorier pays it off. R.J. Barrett, though, what a pass that was.
That looked like Steve Nash on that pass, but
Yeah.
Is he a point, or is he just a guard, would you say?
I think he's a guard.
Guard, right. He can play a little of each.
75% shooting second half by Duke, and no turnovers. Goot.
Got good post moves. Really nice. I love that attack, though.
Delorier says, get that out of here. Here's Reddish. Turning the arena bluish. Wow. As Duke is on a run.
A great block, great trail of three, and they're clicking, Rap.
He's got 8 in the second half.
Well, then any doubts in that first half, forget about it. This team has got everything.
Good. Slipping and tripping on the way, but he was fouled by Delorier. Nice little block from the previous trip down that end of the floor.
I'm glad they're no longer playing zone, no longer soft. Playing that man-to-man, great block. Delorier, and it leads to a trail of three. Cam Reddish knocking it down. Duke is in control.
Better believe it. Thank you for that. Keep those updates coming. Taking on Coach Hunter and Georgia State. Always puts up a feisty effort, his teams, in the NCAA tournament. Houston trying to restore the glory, and they have with Kelvin Sampson, the head coach.
I bet they have a good student announcer now.
About time. Goo at the line. Monday on CBS. Come on over to the neighborhood and start your week with a new hit comedy starring Cedric the Entertainer and Max Greenfield, Monday at 8, 7 Central, America's #1 network.
I think Mike's got to be considered when to get the big fella out. Don't you, Grant? I think we saw him slip a few times. I would think he'll be out the next overtime, the next TV timeout.
Yeah, I agree.
He's now got 25 for the game. How about Duke put up 31 points in the first half? They put up 32 in the first 8.5 minutes of the second half.
And Jim, I think a couple of things. One, I think these guys are young. They're kids. They're the third youngest team in the tournament in front of Kentucky and Maryland. So a little bit of jitters here early for this team, but they settled down, found the rhythm, and this second half has been textbook by the Blue Devils.
You talked about youth, but this is youth with a lot of talent. A little bump to get him to the box, and the rest is history for this guy. You know, the other point, too, of leaving him in, having that injury and coming back for the AC tournament, he probably needs game minutes, too.
Well, at this point in the season, they're probably not doing a lot of heavy practicing, so you're right.
Well, Mike told us yesterday they don't practice long anymore.
Alex O'Connell coming onto the floor. Yeah, that ACC tournament, Zion was the tournament MVP, averaged 27 points, 10 rebounds a game, and was perfect from the field in his first game back from that injury.
And Jim, for him, obviously the knee injury, sat out for a couple of weeks, and to come back to be that good, I mean, it was shocking. There was a lot of doubt about this team, concern, but after those 3 games, no doubt at all because of the play of Zion Williamson.
And those games helped the other guys when he was out, too. I'm sure that how important he is, obviously, but had to do some things. O'Connell on the floor, as Jim mentioned, a very good shooter, too.
Here he is.
Just to be on the floor and practice with these guys, you've got to be talented. One rolls to the hoop and say goodnight.
Oh, he lost it on the way up.
The kid's losing his game.
Horn in the paint, back out. Edie, yes. Got a nice looking jumper.
Yeah. Well, they comported themselves beautifully, I think. In the first half, hung tough, but this is just too good. Really one of those kids that can drive it as well and make a deep one. Keeps busy, too, on that offensive end.
Beat the paint. Bolden, hook shot rattles out. It was going down. He's disappointed in that one.
Great post up there, great seal inside, unable to convert. But another guy who's so important, Bolden, is coming back from his injury.
Horn, 3 more.
All right, 33.
At least one good player in the house that wore that number.
That's right.
Talk about substitution. Coach K known for not going deep on his bench. Play 7, maybe 8 guys.
A little stack look that they run. That's their power game, too. You know, if you don't have the jumper, dump it in.
Hold on, Quayle is first. And Goldwire coming back in for the Blue Devils. And a lot of subs, including Hunter and Cruiser, Ward and Griesel for the Bison returning to action.
Mike calls the timeout here.
It's Dave Richmond, what he did to get into coaching. We'll get into that, but not, again, a conventional route. But it sure has worked out for the man on the bench for NDSU. This season, NCAA coaches and Infinity are taking a timeout to fight cancer with Infinity's $1 million donation to the American Cancer Society. This is an Infinity timeout for the win. Learn more at infinitytimeout.com. Duke inbounds right away. Jump shot goes for Barrett.
Just a little bump.
He's up to 19 for the game. Duke led by Williamson's 25. Reddish with 12.
I think half the crowd just left. Zion went out.
Top of the backboard and down with it is Barrett.
This group will play just as hard. A couple of subs on the floor. That's his game there. I love him when he gets in there.
Trey Jones. I mean, it is like looking exactly back 4 years ago, looking at his brother, Tyus.
I was going to say the same thing, Jim. Wow.
Win.
He's a better defender, I think, don't you?
I agree. Better defender and not the shooter.
No.
As Horn knocks down another three-point shot with Trey Jones, a complete point guard. He'll get better with his jump shot over time.
Versus brother, the most outstanding player at the Final Four in Indianapolis.
2015.
Yep. We were hearing about Trey back in those days. And for more on the Jones, let's bring in Tracy.
Well, thanks a lot, Jim. And you talked about him winning that national championship in 2005. The two of them are so close. They talk all the time. And Big Brother just gives him pointers along the way. He was on hand for that national championship, and he made it a goal that he wanted to be in that moment one day. It is definitely big motivation for him and trying to get home to Minnesota for that Final Four, Jim.
Wouldn't that be something? From Apple Valley, which is a community there in Minneapolis, and when Coach K paid a visit to try to go recruit Tyus, the little brother, Trey, his room was completely decorated in all Duke memorabilia, and he walked away saying, you know, we got a chance to get Tyus because of Trey, but we know one day if we don't get Tyus, we're going to get his kid brother.
Two for one. 2 for 1, Jim.
Yeah.
Not a bad deal.
Tell you what, I want to give a special shout out and get well message to Trey and Tyus' mother, Debbie Jones, who was diagnosed with breast cancer and certainly recovering well, and we send our love to her, and obviously hope the Jones family is able to deal as we get through this tough time.
That's O'Connell.
These kids play with some heavy hearts sometimes, you know, you sort of take it for granted.
I like the O'Connell kid. He can really shoot the basketball.
He sure can.
I think he needs to play a little more.
Oh, yeah, well, once you got a pipeline here, don't you?
Know somebody in the program?
Would he listen to you or no?
Of course not.
Good job by Ward.
Listen, you put a couple on those rings on those fingers. Now you mentioned Jones, of course. Vinny Shaheed, who's played very well the first half. They go way back to elementary school, playing with one another, Jim.
All right, another break in the action. 7 minutes to go. Duke moving on to the second round here shortly. Developed with Google Cloud. 44.2% of points at the rim this season by Duke. That's third high in the nation. They've been around the rim tonight, I know that.
Efficient play right here. I give that I'll give it about a 47. Oh, that's a 50 right there, Raph.
Well, I go 10 anyhow.
How about this? The first Duke duo with more than 20 points in NCAA tournament debut since Allery and Dawkins in '84. And of course, Johnny Dawkins brings his team, his Knights of UCF, on this floor next in a potential little Johnny Dawkins against Duke second round matchup. And I'm not selling anybody short, especially VCU. That is a tough bunch. It's going to be the opponent tonight for UCF in the nightcap.
Of course, Billis being an attorney, he would suggest that those two scored so well because he rebounded and kicked it out to them.
They scored so well because they had to.
He had game. We just like the bus.
Duke's made some more changes in its lineup. Joey Baker trying to defend on that one. He's an interesting story, isn't he, Billy? A freshman from Fayetteville, North Carolina. He was going to redshirt this year. They got up to the game at Syracuse, and they realized, you know what, they need him for that game. And since he played late in the season, he lost his year. He was fine with that. He kept telling the coach, guys, I'm ready if you need me. So this is only the fourth game he's played in this year.
A great attitude kids have, though, just to be part of something so meaningful.
Be part of something bigger than yourself.
Yeah, he came here with credentials too, but he was going to sit out the year, but it's going to now be a year used. We have 6.5 to go after a competitive first half by the Bison, down just 4 at the intermission.
Hey, you're talking about Allery and Johnny Dawkins. Nice little drive, mixing the game up a little bit. A little squisher.
Oh,
that was the start of his career when you think of it, Mike. That class.
I mean, you're right. And that class is really the foundation of success for this program. And certainly we all, as former Dukies, look to them for their example and what they did to get this team and this program on the map.
Get it back outside. Samuelson had a hard time getting a shot off tonight.
Yeah, great point. He really was suffocated.
Goo. Wildly puts it up. Barrett still on the floor.
Barrett has a nice line quietly. 23 points, 11 rebounds.
Yeah, double-double. 3 assists.
Oh.
In fact, he has the best line of the night.
And I'll tell you, he probably missed 3 or 4 layups that he normally would make, but just steady and consistent. Has the mentality to just go at you, and a great finisher around the basket. R.J. Barrett just been so consistent all season for Duke.
And now he's tied Zion for high point total, but he's got 11 rebounds. Williamson had 3. Going on with the 3 assists. Again, he's got the best line of the night outside of a few from you, Grant and Raph.
They like all great scorers, though, Jim. They're good without the ball. He made a great cut. I would look for him to come out as well, don't you?
I would think so.
I always get nervous with injuries late. And he was nicked early, if we recall.
He did. Sprained his ankle, tweaked it a little bit.
There he is with another rebound, his 12th.
What's impressive about Barrett and Williamson, 2 great players, the top players in their freshman class coming out of high school.
Oh! Barrett put back, no. Griesel with the rebound. Now, this is for Duke. They played 13 times in the past as a 1 seed. Goo off the mark. And, of course, they're 13-0. And they've won those 13 games by an average of 30 points. Right now, Duke up by 30.
Good. Now they can put you away, pound you with the talent level.
Shooter.
Jumper.
DeLaurier. That's why I was hesitant.
Nasty. You don't know his parents, I guess. Rankovic about to come in.
Yeah, here he is. Antonio Rankovic.
Fort Delorier. I wonder how much he went against Zion in practice.
Bob Fishman's boys went to his high school. Yeah. How about that? Played against them. Yeah. Ate them up, Bob tells us.
All right, Barrett's missed his last two at the line. Just make one of these, he'll be the high point man for the night.
Justin Robinson.
Yeah.
About to check in for R.J. Barrett.
6'10" junior from San Antonio with his dad sitting in the stands tonight.
His dad was a pretty good player.
Yeah, he can play a little bit.
A little bit.
Made it to the final 8 of the NCAA tournament one year. I don't know what happened to him after his career at Navy.
Yeah, I wonder what happened.
I don't know. Been this college player, though.
He should have stayed in the Navy.
Barrett, 26 points, 16 coming in the second half.
That was intriguing. You know, he went to Navy maybe at 6'4", and he grew. Otherwise, he wouldn't have been admitted to the Navy Academy, right?
Right. Shaheed.
Give credit to Shaheed, just continuing to compete, play his hardest, going at Duke.
Let's remember, guys, the Bison played on Wednesday night, so they had that travel right after that. And then they had practice yesterday, and we asked Coach Richmond, have you had enough time to scout Duke? He said, well, actually, I've been scouting them all season long on TV.
They're on every night.
They're on every night.
Got a nice little dry wit about him.
Yeah, he said after starting the season 2-7, he said, you know, I wasn't worried about where the season going. They had the 30th toughest strength of schedule in Division I, and then of course they ended up winning the Summit League tournament to make the NCAA tournament field.
Good win against Omaha, and as you said, finished the season strong. Should be very, very proud of the season they had and beating UNC Central. What a fantastic game that was the other night, Wednesday night. Lavelle Moulton and the job he did. And
mixed feelings on that one, right? He's a pal of yours.
Hey, I'm objective, but yes, Lavelle's a good friend of mine.
You're always professional.
Very professional, but I'll tell you, this team, North Dakota State, what a great finish they had. Great opportunity to come down here and play against the #1 overall seed, Duke Blue Devils.
I'll tell you, the first half, I mean, they came ready to go, didn't they? They just hung tough, and part of it's fatigue, but also the extraordinary talent level that Duke has.
And you have a team here in North Dakota State that's young. These guys are all be back, no seniors on the squad. So this experience, this finish to their regular season and postseason will carry over for them next year.
And through the hands of Robinson. And another break under 4. 80 on the board now for Coach K and the Blue Devils. They took him out a while ago. Closed out the night. Strong second half. 25 points. A number of impressive dunks. But let's give it up also for R.J. Barrett, who actually put together 26 points to go with 14 rebounds. What a combo. 51 of Duke's 80. And as you were asking for it, Raph, they set him down a while ago.
Well, why not? I mean, this kid's such a valuable player for the future, obviously, but for the rest of the season as well.
Yeah, so important to the success of this team. It's about a championship at Duke, and Zion Williamson, what he does, what we saw on display here tonight in the ACC tournament last week, all season. Too valuable, too important to this ball club.
So all the Duke starters are sitting down now with 3:40 to go.
I'm just impressed with their defense. They are a better basketball team because they can just shut you out if need be.
I thought that 2015 championship team.
Put him in the books. That's Jarius Cook.
Nice shot by Cook, but I thought that 2015 Duke team was a great defensive team. Justice Winslow and Neil Jefferson, Quinn Cook, but these guys right here, wow, they could really clamp down on you. Certainly did that here throughout the game.
Rankovic rattles out.
Now, you've seen a lot of great Duke teams, including your own. Where would you stuff to rank them, obviously, but this is up there with them, isn't it?
I think they have a chance. Obviously, we'll see what happens, but the potential of this team, what they've done all season, how they've dominated, it's impressive. A lot of talent sitting over there, a lot of young talent.
Don't you think they got to win 5 more, Bill, before you can start ranking them?
That's true. No question.
But no
I
matter
just want to put them on the spot.
No matter what, they'll be number 2
to your team. I don't blame you.
Impressive bunch of guys, and certainly everybody part of the Duke family. Coach K, 39 years at Duke, are all very proud of the success of this program and its potential with this team.
Pass stolen by Goldwire. Up ahead, O'Connell. Oh, he wanted his own dunk.
And everybody on the bench regaling to the attempt as well. A little smile.
I didn't know he had it like that. That was impressive.
Smiling, former Duke player. Look at this.
Okay.
Woo.
Coming up there. All right. A little too high on that jump.
We'll have some fun with him with that one tonight.
Zion's got to take him to the woodshed, teach him how to do that.
Step it up, jump shot, back to the rim. That was Quayle.
Quayle with an opportunity. Played a little bit in the first half, ran down a ball by the foul line.
Goldwire trying to pop a 3 for the second time in this game. Made one in the first half. Baker coming in. Off the floor with it. NDSU.
Well, they don't stop playing, though. This is what they do in practice to make their team better.
Most points in an NCAA tournament debut in school history. Barrett ties Doug Kistler.
How about those names down the bottom there? Jeff Mullins, G-Man.
Jaminski.
Hey, Michael.
Jordan Horn hits another shot. He's put up points tonight, now in double figures with 11, second high man for the Bison.
Mike talking about his staff to us the other day, how they assume much more.
3-pointer for Baker. Last minute to go.
And you're talking about Coach K and his staff. I thought he tended to micromanage more many years ago, but now former Duke players on his staff as assistants, he definitely delegates. They know the Duke way.
His micromanagement really messed up his coaching career, didn't it?
Going to be his 95th win in the NCAA tournament. Now, I mentioned earlier, 5 more. Just think about it. If he gets it in Minneapolis, be number 100.
How about that?
That's impressive.
You know, I think that's a maturing in age thing where he trusts his assistants a lot more, too. And a lot of it, as you check the family out.
Lindy Krzyzewski, Miss Mama K, Debbie Krzyzewski, and, of course, over there, Michael Savarino, Coach K's grandson, who will walk on next year at Duke.
Jarius Cook coming in late in the game and hitting a couple of threes, and that should do it.
Pretty impressive second half.
Those first couple of minutes, they came out, and it's a statement performance. Breaking open a 4-point halftime game.
And Mike is really good in these situations with the other coach, too. Nothing but admiration for his peers. Always has a nice word to say.
31-27 at halftime, then a 9-0 run to open up the second half, and never looking back. Duke on to Sunday here in South Carolina to take on the winner of the game coming up next. VCU and UCF. They like to go by those titles, but it's Virginia Commonwealth and Central Florida, in case you're wondering. The Blue Devils, now their 30th win of the season. North Dakota State, they're used to having a big man on campus. Carson Wentz, football program.
Oh, yeah.
Has won only, 7 of the last 8 Division FCS titles.
I didn't know you did football also.
No, I just
Do it all.
I tried it a time or two.
The Zion Williamson of our crew.
All these guys, they're so used to it, though. The media always at their beck and call with this Duke program.
Tracy, you got it.
Well, thanks a lot. And Zion, let me start with you. 25 points. What can you say, though, about your first NCAA tournament experience? Describe it for us.
I mean, first of all, I thank God for, even putting me in this situation. But it was very exciting, and I'm glad we got the win.
You guys were in a tough situation going into halftime. I can only imagine what Coach K said to you guys in the locker room. Kind of give us a sneak peek into what he told you coming out on fire like that.
I mean, he just said relax and play Duke basketball. We weren't really playing Duke basketball, so we had to calm down, and once we calmed down, we started playing better.
And just finally doing this in front of your home state and your family and friends does it mean any more?
I mean, it means a little bit more. I never thought I'd be able to play college basketball in South Carolina, so, I mean, it's just a blessing to be out here.
RJ, for you, 26 points, 14 rebounds. Why were you able to have such success tonight?
Z was over there guarding one of their best players, and they were taking shots, and I was just there to clean it up. And, teammates always finding me, and, by the grace of God, somehow, we were able to pull it out.
Coach K's a little under the weather, couldn't talk with us after this game. So when you go in the locker room, what do you think he would say about this performance tonight?
We have to start the game a lot better, but we still had a great second half, and we won the game.
Well, it's a start. We'll see you on Sunday. Congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
All right, Tracy, that remarkable pair, 51 of Duke's 85 tonight. They were playing above the rim most of the evening. On to Sunday's second round for the Blue Devils. Tournament games continue now on TNT, TBS, and True. Coming up on CBS, UCF, and VCU. Capital One Tournament Central after this.